In terms of spending, though, to hit your target of halving debt, you are going to have to slash spending. You can't just do it by trimming around the edges.
Hold on, our proposals...
Sorry, that's why people look at what the Conservatives do and say, well, they seem serious about this.
Yeah, but again, I just got, I've had to deal with this. I had a freeze of public spending in 1997, 1998. I've never recoiled from the tough decisions and the hard decisions you've got to make. Politics is having the strength to take the tough decisions. Leadership is about taking the difficult decisions.
But also telling us about what you're going to do.
And I'm now telling you, we have a fiscal reduction plan. Some people will have to pay a high rate of tax, above £150,000 a year. If you earn that, you'll pay a higher rate of tax. Some people will lose a lot of the reliefs that it's difficult to justify when other people are suffering on their, if they're over 100 or 150,000 on their pensions. Some people will experience a rise in their national insurance of 0.5%. And at the same time, we will publish our figures, of course, in the pre-budget report, showing how we will protect the frontline service. Now, that is, if I may say so, very different from a Conservative Party that wants cuts now, cuts that are deeper, cuts to pay for inheritance tax cuts for the very wealthiest millionaires in our country, and cuts that would be blanket cuts in public service. This is a measure that we will bring to the House of Commons in the next few weeks as part of the Queen's speech. And we will be saying to people that we are not going to allow in any way a return to these terrible old days when people justified it big bonuses, and we found out that they were based on speculation, on short-term deals, they were based on no long-term performance gains for the company, and people, of course, were out of the company before they'd actually seen the damage that had been done.
Can a government get its fingers into the market sufficiently to actually do that kind of thing?
We're not going to do it. I've become utterly convinced, as I've talked to my fellow colleagues at Pittsburgh, just how far we all have to go, because they're all reporting to me that the banks are just anxious to return to the bad old days. Some of them are ready to announce big bonuses that are completely unacceptable.
You think they haven't got it?
I think a lot of people have not understood the damage that banks have done by their actions, and not understood that the mood of the British people and other countries is that you've got to act fairly and you've got to act responsibility. What I do and what a small businessman and a self-employed person and a worker does in their everyday life, you know you've got to play by the rules, you know you've got to act fairly to your colleagues, you know you've got to work hard for everything you got. I think the banking system forgot that, and I am determined that we clean up this system once and for all. And you'll see me setting out proposals in my conference speech, not just about the banking system, about the whole future of our economy and the whole future of our society. My fight is for the future of Britain. My fight is for an economy that delivers jobs that are sustained. My fight is for a society where, in an insecure world, people are far clearer about the responsibilities they owe to people, as well as clear about the rights they have.
Your fight is also, if I may say so, about your own future, though.